Folks, we're now in our next video about the laws of exponents. This is actually the third one. We will end up in the third law of exponents here. So again, we'll try to recall a raised to n is equal to a times a until this a, this nth a, meaning we're going to multiply the a nth time, n times. So let us consider a power raised to another power. So for instance, let's say a, oops, say we have a squared cubed. So this a squared is being cubed. Now, how can we operate this? Since this a squared is being cubed, we can say that this is being, you know, imagine this a squared as your a in this exponent here, in this particular one here. So meaning we're going to multiply this a 3 times. Okay, so this will look like a squared times a squared times a squared. So I hope you got what I mean here. So this is since this is a, so this is n times, so this is 3 times, multiply a squared 3 times. So here in this per a, we can see that this is a times a times a times a times a times a. So if you want it to be very thorough, a times a times a times a times a times a. And then what we'll have is we have 6a's. So getting rid of the parentheses, we'll have a times a times a times a times a times a. So this is equal to, how many a's are there? There are 6a's. So it's equal to a raised to 6. Now notice that the two exponents, 2 and 3, are multiplied to get the exponent of the resulting power. That is a squared cubed is equal to a raised to 2 times 3, which is equal to a raised to 6. Now, this is actually the third law of exponents. So we call this the power of a power law. So this is the third law as far as our book is concerned. So this is the third law of exponents. Okay, so how do we interpret this third law? So the nth power of the nth power of the base a, please don't get confused of this, is the mnth power of a. So again, we are raising a raised to m to the power of n. So that is the nth power of the mth power of base a is the mnth power of a. So meaning if we have a raised to m raised to n, we're going to multiply the exponents, that is mn of a, this power. So in other words, for a power of a power, multiply the exponents. In symbols, this is how it is written. Okay, so a raised to m raised to n is just equal to, reversing the symbols, a raised to n m. Why is that true? Because a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m times n. That is, by commutative property of multiplication, we can just go back here and then get the raised to n raised to m for all m and n to be positive integers. Okay, so let's have a very simple example of this. Let's say we have for our example one. Oops. Very shortly, let's say we have a y raised to 6, all raised to 5. A y raised to 6, all raised to 5. Now, how do we do this? So we will multiply the exponents since we're using the power of a power. What we have is y raised to 6 times 5. So this will give us clearly 6 times 5 is going to be y raised to 30. So that's our answer for example 1. Nothing we can do with that actually. Let's add one more example, shall we? Um, let's have example 2. Let's say example 2 will give us something like a squared b cubed c to the power of 4 all raised to 5. Oops, sorry. All raised to 5. Now, this is power of a power, okay? And then we're going to apply this to each of the term. Okay, so how do we answer this? We're going to apply this to each of the terms. So what we have is a raised to 2 times 5, b raised to 3 times 5, and c raised to 4 times 5. Now this is going to give us a raised to 2 times 5 is 10, a raised to 10, b raised to 15, and c raised to 20. And this is our answer for number 2 for the second example. Okay, so this is it. For the first example, we have this one. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for this video for the power of a power. We will be integrating and or combining laws or rules in a future video. But for now, we must stick and get to familiarize ourselves with these laws. These are very essential in algebra as a whole. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to my channel. So see you soon. Okay, bye.